the wildlife beach area, as we like to call it, helps people start to understand that certain places are habitat and that they support a lot of these sensitive and imperiled species. My name is Abby Sterling. I'm the director of Manomet's Georgia Bight Shorebird Conservation Initiative. Today we're in a really special place on St. Simon's Island. We're on East Beach. It's really important habitat for a lot of different species, including the Wilson's plover, which is a shorebird that nests here. So they'll leave little plover highways to their nests. So certainly once they have chicks that are flighted and mobile, we think there are probably about 8 pairs of plovers that nested in this area. So they're considered a high priority species in the state of Georgia. They have a lot of natural threats like mammalian predators like raccoons and avian predators like fish crows. But one of the things that really impacts them is recreational disturbance or human disturbance. There are simple things that we can all do together to make a better chance for these birds right in our own backyards. So whether it's keeping your dog leashed or walking below the tide line, or if you see a flock of birds walking around them, just thinking about the fact that those simple choices that you're making when you're out on the beach connect you to the birds, connect you to what's happening in your backyard, and connect you to this wider community of people across the hemisphere that are making similar choices to protect the birds that are using their beach, to ensure that we have beautiful mornings with flocks of shorebirds filling the sky and keeping our beaches full of life. The little tiny Wilson's plover chick that started out like a little fuzzball, 1.5 inches tall, is now running around on the beach, and it spent the whole blazing hot summer dodging crowds of people and dogs, and now it's here and it's doing well and it's going to fly away. You know, those stories and being aware of what's happening right in your own backyard, I think is a reason that people should feel really excited and proud of living here. We know that their range in the southeast is contracting, so there's probably fewer of these Wilson's plovers. So they really need quiet places where they can nest. They lay their eggs right on the ground. The eggs blend in perfectly, so they're really vulnerable to unintentionally getting trampled. And then the chicks are flightless for a really long time, and they blend in really well also. So when there's a lot of people on a busy beach, it can be really difficult for them to be successful in their nesting. Yeah. So there are just some very simple things that anyone can do when they're out on the beach, you know, to make a difference for shorebirds. And I think understanding the story of what is happening in your own backyard is the way to know that those actions make a difference. And I think in the face of all of the bad headlines that we're hearing about climate change, it's really important for people to know that their individual actions really can make a difference. When I think about the story of the Wilson's plover, to me the thing that's really important is that they can help us take really good care of our beaches. It's really important for people to be excited about shorebirds and understand that we get to host birds that travel huge distances. When we see flocks of birds that are feeding or resting, it's really important to give them space because they may have just flown thousands of miles without stopping to be here on our shores, and they might be leaving in a couple weeks to fly a couple more thousand miles. So it's just, you know, as you start to understand what's going on right on our own beaches, even a spot that seems pretty busy like St. Simon's where there's people and dogs, there's a lot of great things that we can do to make it compromises so that we really can share these beaches with these incredible species that depend on them.